Welcome to students. Today we are going to discuss about the next topic of the infrastructure engineering subject, that is bridge engineering. In this chapter we have to see the various points of the bridge engineering topic. First, definition. A structure that facilitates in crossing an obstacle such as low ground, stream or river without closing the way beneath. Bridge, it is a very useful or it is a very important play the role at the time of if any obstacle created, that is such as the low ground, stream or river. With the help of the bridge construction we have to continue the traffic. Next, bridge transfer the loads from the service to foundation at ground level. It's the same thing at the with the building, that is the bridge transfer the load top head to foundations. Next, design of the bridge vary depending on the functions of bridges and the nature of the terrain where the bridge is constructed. The actual design and of the bridge is the depending upon the first is the function of bridge, or that is the application of the bridge, and second one is the location of the site. Next, requirements of the ideal bridge. The basic requirements of the ideal bridge is economical, safe and convenient, proper design of bridge to ensure strength and durability, aesthetically pleasing. The requirement ideal bridges we have to first is the economical. Bridge should be a economical, that is a construction and maintenance repair. It's we have to plan the with economical. Next, it's a safe and convenient. It is a very safe and it's a convenient to passenger also to continue the transport. Next, proper design of bridge to ensure the strength and durability. To have to make the proper design for the strength and durability of the bridge. Next, aesthetically pleasing. The aesthetic of the bridge is good or is pleasing. Next, what is the components of the bridge? First, foundation, substructure and superstructure. First, foundation. The component which carry the total weight of bridge and transfer to subgrade. Foundation, it is the most important part of the in the bridge construction. It's carry the total weight of the bridge and transfer the subgrade or hard strata. Next, substructure. Components such as abutments, piers and wing walls which are up to the level of the bearings. Substructure supports the superstructure. The substructure, it is nothing but the components of these various abutments, pier and wing walls which are the up to the level of the bearings, and substructure it supports to superstructure. And next, superstructure. The components such as the beams, girders, arch, cables, flooring, guard rails, etc., which are above the level of the bearings. The superstructure is nothing but the various components such as beams, girder, arch, cables, flooring, guardrails, which are the above the bearings. That is the simple language. The substructure is the below the bearings and superstructure is the above the level of the bearings. In this picture, we have to see the various components of the bridge. This is the substructure, the abutments, pier, below the bearings, below the level of the bearings. Where next is the above the bearing, that is the this is the bearings. Superstructure is the parapet wall, main girder, traffic deck. The next is the bearing 1 2 3. Next, expansion joint, and this is the last one is the foundation. These are the basic components of the bridge. Next, the components of the typical bridge construction, that is we have to see. First is the foundation. The first important component of the bridge is the foundation. Next, it is the bed level. This is the pier and abutment. Abutment is the end of the bridge. We have to construct the abutment wall or abutment. Next is the wing wall. Next it is a back wall. It's longitudinal girder, cross girder. It's bearing. Below the bearing we know that the substructure of the bridge. Next, high flood level HFL. Next, effective span between column to column or pier to pier. Is the next approach the embankment. Next, above the level of the bearings, there is the superstructure. Is the road level. The approach slab, the RCC slab. Is the deck slab. Is the curb. Next, expansion joint, handrails, and next is the parapet for the safety. These are all the basic components of the typical bridge. This diagram is very useful or it's very important as per the in the exam related. That I request to students, please draw this diagram your notebook. Next, here is the actual site image of the bridge. That is a here you see that the bridge construction. This superstructure, substructure is the abutment wall. This is the pier, the abutment wall. The end of the bridge. This is the roadway deck where is the transport can achieve, and this is above the bearings is known as superstructure. Below the substructure. Next, what is the abutment, pier, and bearings? The abutment, the end support of the superstructure of the bridge. The abutment is nothing but the end support of the superstructure of the bridge. That is this part. This is the abutment, the end bearing of the superstructure bridge. Next, pier. It is the intermediate support for multi-span bridge. It is the intermediate support of the multi-span bridge. It is nothing but the column of the bridge. Next, bearings. This is important. These are the devices which are used to transmit the load from superstructure to substructure. The function of the bearing, it is the to transmit the load coming from the superstructure to substructure. This is a basic and important components part of the bridge. This is abutment, pier, and bearings. Next, important classification of the bridges. It is important as in the exam question. What is the classification, or state the classification of the bridges for 2 marks or 4 marks. We have to see the classification of bridges. It is based on materials of the construction, which have two material we have to use: superstructure, span length, IRC loading, life of bridge, interspan relation, alignment, purpose, position of bridge floor related to superstructure, and fixed or movable bridge. This is the importance of the classification bridges. The first materials, next superstructure, next span length. It is very important. The length of the bridge, IRC loading. The difference loading are coming in the bridge. That is the class AA, class AB. Next, life of bridge is the temporary bridge or permanent bridge. The interspan relation. Next, alignment, straight alignment is straight or curve. Next, purpose, which have to purpose we have to use position of the bridge floor related to superstructure, and it's a fixed or movable bridge. It's depend upon the classification bridges. Next is based on the materials. The various materials we have to use for the construction at the time of the construction of the bridge. That is the first is the old in the old days we have to use that timber bridges. Next, stone bridges, iron bridges, steel bridges, concrete bridges, and pre-stressed concrete. Nowadays we have to use the either steel bridge, concrete bridge, or pre-stressed concrete bridge. In old days you have to the first bridge is constructed with the help of the timbers. Next, after the modification, after the sometime we have to use the stone bridge for the safety and durable. And next, the iron bridge. There is a Howrah bridge or in the Kolkata. Next, steel bridge. Next, concrete and prestressed concrete. Here we have seen that the various bridges is the first is the stone bridge. Next, timber bridge. The various purpose we have to construct or we have to design the bridge for the transportation, for the walkways, for railway transportation, road transportation. This is the iron bridge. This is the concrete. Next is the based on the superstructure. Next classification based on superstructure. First, arch, truss, girder, cable stayed, and suspension. The cables bridge is the Bandra Sea-Link Mumbai bridge image. Is the arch bridge. Is on the classification based on the superstructure. As per the requirement or as per the location of the site condition or terrain condition, we have to design or we have to adopt the various based on the superstructure. Next classification is the based on IRC loading. The various loading loads are coming on the bridge. The first is the class AA loading. Next, second class 70R loading, class A loading, and class B loading. We have to consider the various load coming on the loads. The first is the class A loading, class 70R loading, class A loading, and class B loading. Second, next classification is based on life of the bridge or durability of the bridge. It will be either permanent bridge or temporary bridge. Next is the based on span length. The next classification is based on span length. First, covered bridge is the less than 6 meter. We have to consider covered bridge. You have to consider is the less than span 6 meter. Minor bridge, the span less than the 6 meter to 16 meter. The major bridge, the span of the major bridge is the more than 60 meter, and long span bridge is the more than 120 bridge. The based on the classification, next classification importance is based on span length. If we finalize the construct the culvert bridge, we have to design for the span less than 6 meter. Minor bridges we have to design or construct the span less than 6 meter to 60 meter up to 60 meter. Major bridge is the more than 60 meter, and if the long span bridge there are the more than 120 meter. Next classification is based on interspan relation. There is a simply supported bridge, continuous bridge, or cantilever bridge. Which type of the interspan is depending is of either simply supported bridge or continuous bridge or the cantilever bridge. Next, based on alignment, either it's the straight alignment or skew or turning or curve alignment. It's depending on the classification. Next is based on alignment, either straight alignment or skew alignment. Here you see the various based on the interspan relations. Simple spans is called a simple span, simple supporting bridge. Next, cantilever span, the cantilever supporting is continuous span, and second is a continuous span with suspended span. This is all the based on the interspan relation. Next is the based on position of the floor. The first position of the is deck through bridge, through or suspension bridge, semi through bridge. The first classification of first based on the position of the floor classification is deck through bridge, suspension bridge, and third one is the semi through bridge. These all the classification related with the based on position of floor, that is a deck through bridge, suspension bridge and semi-through bridge. First, deck type truss bridge. This is a deck type truss bridge we have to design for the bridge. Second, this is the design of the through type truss bridge, and third design is the semi-through type truss bridge. This all they are immediately based on the position of bridge. There is the deck type, the suspension bridge, and semi-through type bridges, truss bridges. Next classification is the based on purpose. First, adequate bridge, that is a canal over a river. Next, pedestrian bridge, highway bridge, railway bridge, road cum rail or pipeline bridge. In various purpose we have to construct or design the bridge. That is the first is the adequate bridge for the above the canal or the canal over the river. We have to construct the adequate bridge. Next, pedestrian bridge. Next purpose is the highway bridge. Next, railway bridge. Next, road cum rail or either pipeline bridge. These all the classification are related with the based on purposes. Here you see that the various purpose of the we have to use the road purpose, rail purposes, or road purpose bridge and rail purpose bridge. Canal over the river. This is the first. This all the images related with the based on the purposes. This type of the bridge you have to use for the pipeline or various pipeline purpose. Next important point is the requirement of ideal site. Then what is the requirement of ideal site? The first is the site should be straight, well defined and narrow. The stream of this site should be straight alignment, well defined and narrow. No merging of large tributaries in nearby site. The no merging of the large tributaries in the near of this site or the in the river. Next, site should have firm, permanent and high bank. The site selection of the site should be have the firm, permanent and the high bank. The subgrade should be non-erodible with strong material at short depth for foundation. At the site it is required the short depth of the foundation for economic purpose of construction of the bridge. Next, flow of water at site should be steady regime condition and free from whirls and cross current. Next, the flow of the water should be steady regime condition and also free from the whirls and cross current. Next, site should not be curved and it should remain open for navigations. The selection of the site should not be in the curved position and also it should be remain open space or specific open space for the navigation purposes. And last, locally availability of the labor materials to reduce the cost is the most important. It's a first classification based on the materials that is it should be availability materials and various materials and also labor, skilled labor, unskilled labor and also equipment is local ability for the reduction of the cost. It is all the important of the requirements of ideal site. Next is the preliminary data to be collected. Before the construction of the bridge or before the design of the bridge, we have to know or we have to collect various data. There is a preliminary data or to be collected. The first is the materials availability for the construction. The requirement materials availability or requirements of the materials to be construction of the bridge. Next, size and shape of surface characteristic and hydraulic data of the river. Then next we have to collecting the data related with the rivers, that is the size and shape of the river and also surface characteristics and hydraulic data of the river. Next, subsoil conditions such as water table, composition of soil strata, level of bed, bank and depth of the rock is important for the at the time of the design and construction foundation. We know the detailed condition of the subsoil conditions such as the water table present in the site, composition of the soil strata, next the level of the bed and bank and depth of the rock is all the importance related with at the time of designing construction the foundation. Next, details regarding HFL, OFL and LWL. Then we have to know the various details regarding the high flood level, over flood level and low water level. The high flood level and over flood level, it is the we have to know the data at the in the rainy season, and low water level we have to correct the data from the summer season. Then we get the previous 15 to 20 years uh, rainy season and summer season data, that is the high flood level HFL, OFL and LWL. Next, navigational requirement and nature of stream. We have to if there is a navigation transportation, we have to then where the require is the navigation to check the navigational requirement. The is important to selection or we decide the height of the bridge, and also it is the nature of the stream. Next, possibility of earthquake disturbance. If in it's a where it's in the site is the in the earthquake zones, there's a zone 1 2 3, that time you have to check the earthquake possibility. Next, climatic conditions details such as wind velocity, storms frequency and intensity, annual temperature. We check the we have to or we have to correcting the various climatic conditions details such as the velocity of the wind velocity, storms frequency and intensity and annual temperature is very useful for the selection of the material. Next, nature and volume of the traffic and classification of the road. The most important bridge basic purpose is the nature and the volume of traffic. It is either it is a single bridge or double single lane or double lane or two three lane or four lane, which have to require the actual requirement of the bridge, either single lane or two lane. And also we have to take the classification of the road, the various classification of the roads which have to require the classification of the road. Next, details regarding existing bridge. And last is the name of nearest town and railway station. It's a very important at the time of the bridge should be passing from the nearest cities or the nearest town, because of the to maintain or to controlling the traffic in the city, and we have to diverting this traffic into the bridge uh, transportation or bridge traffic. And also it is a very useful for the railway station. That cause we have to know the name of the nearest town and railway station or condition of the nearest town traffic and railway station traffic, railways traffic. This all the related with the preliminary data to be collected at the time of the or before design of the bridge. Okay, next point is the factors affecting choice of the bridge type. There are the various factors affecting of the bridge type. The first is volume and nature of traffic, hydraulic data, nature of river and soil, physical features, dimension of bridges, availability of funds, and availability labor and construction of the material. First factors, volume and nature of traffic. Traffic passing over the bridge and its nature, with whether light, medium or heavy, is to be studied depending upon which loadings are determined. The first factor is very important. It is the basic point of the bridge construction. At the time of bridge construction, the what is the how much the volume and requirement of the or necessity of the traffic, or what is the nature of the traffic. Either a volume of the traffic passing over the bridge, and it's the nature whether the light traffic, medium traffic, or heavy traffic is to be studied is dependent upon the visitor loadings are determined. Second is the hydraulic data. The data such as the flood discharge, highest flood level, velocity of flow, catchment area affect the design. Before the designing and construction of the bridge, we have to know or we have to correct the data related with the hydraulic data in the at this site. So that is the flood discharge, highest flood level, HFL, velocity of flow, catchment area affect the designs. Next, nature of soil and soil. Nature of river and soil. The nature of river, whether it is a perennial or seasonal. The soil presence in the river bed is studied for its strength properties. Depending upon these properties, foundation conditions are determined. In this effect, or in this factors, we have to designing or considering the foundation. The The nature of the river is important. Either it is a perennial or seasonal. Next, the soil presence in the river bed is studied for the strength of the property or strength of the bridge. Next, it's also depending upon their properties of the at the time of the design and construction of foundation. Next, factors, physical features. Site conditions should also considered while selecting type of bridge, whether the channel is used or for navigation or not. The, the selection of the site is very important. It's a very that time you have to consider the selecting type of this bridge, whether the channel the is used for the navigation purpose or not. Because we have to with the help of this we have to decide the height of the bridge. Next, dimension of bridge. The length of and width of the bridge required also affect the selection of bridge type. It's important at the also it is the purpose of the various such as the strength, durability, and also economic condition. The dimension of bridge, the length and width of the bridge is also affected to the selection of bridge type. Next, availability of the funds of construction. This is the basic and first we have to arrangement of the funds for bridge construction. Next, availability of the labor and construction material near the site. We have to require the skilled labor, unskilled labor, and various workers, and also construction material near the site. This is the factors affecting for the choosing or selection of the bridge type. Okay, now here we have to stop here. Next video lecture we have to see the remaining point of this topic. Thank you so much.